Hey there, Chiefs Kingdom. What a season it's been for the Kansas City Chiefs so far. As we gear up for another exciting game against the Los Angeles Chargers, I can't help but marvel at how this team continues to dominate in the AFC. Leading the division is no small feat, and a significant part of that success comes from an area you might not always think of first: our defense. This year, the Chiefs' defense has been lights out, currently ranked in the top tier of the league for yards allowed per game. That's impressive, especially when you consider the high-powered offenses we've faced. One name that stands out as a key reason for this success is Chris Jones, our all-pro defensive tackle, who's been anchoring the line and wreaking havoc on opposing offenses. At the end of the day, the results might not always be what we envisioned, but a win is a win. As Chris stated, there's always room for improvement across the board: offense, defense, and special teams. Speaking of playing well, Chris has been on another level this season, playing an astonishing 83% of the defensive snaps, which is the highest of his career. He shared, "Joe does a heck of a job trying to manage my reps, but if I'm needed, I don't have a problem being out there." It's clear that he's willing to take on as much work as possible to help his team succeed. But we also have to consider the balance between staying on the field and getting the necessary rest. Having Charles Omenihu back on the field has been a boost as well. Chris expressed how excited he was to have him back, acknowledging Omenihu's hard work to return. Together, they can bring significant versatility to the pass rush, which is crucial going into this next game against the Chargers. Defending against Justin Herbert is no easy task. Chris knows the challenges all too well. He's a heck of a passer, smart, and tough to bring down. Our defense needs to focus on limiting big passing plays and stopping the run. The Chargers have been managing their game effectively. As far as supporting teammates, Chris mentioned how important it is to challenge them in practice, giving them different looks to prepare for matchups. He shared the importance of mirroring the opponent to build confidence and skill, even as they look to protect each other during the short week. Chris also mentioned that the Chargers' offensive line plays well together despite injuries and changes throughout the season, making this matchup all the more interesting. Now, let's dive into a significant topic of conversation this season: Chris Jones' workload. Did you know he's played about 83% of the Chiefs' defensive snaps this season? This is a remarkable testament to his endurance and commitment, especially at age 30. However, with such a heavy workload, concerns about fatigue and injuries are valid, particularly as we approach the crucial playoff stretch. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo has acknowledged this high snap count, stating that they need to keep an eye on it moving forward. They want to utilize Jones when it matters most, while ensuring he remains fresh for the playoffs. When asked about managing this workload, Chris responded calmly, emphasizing how Joe Cullen, the defensive line coach, does his part to monitor his reps while recognizing when he's needed on the field. This shows not just his commitment, but his understanding of the grind and the team's needs. Now, I want to hear from you, Chiefs Kingdom. How do you feel about the Chiefs' defense this season? Are you as impressed by Chris Jones' performance as I am? Do you think they should give him more rest during games, or keep him on the field to maintain momentum? Let's discuss in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the Kansas City Chiefs. We're on the road to our goal of 2,000 subscribers, and every bit of support helps. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Chiefs!